My angels. Oh, it's story time. Okay. I almost just got into bed and decided, actually, I didn't almost just get into bed. I got into my pajamas and I thought about going to bed, but I was clearing the drain in my kitchen, putting all of my dishes into my bathtub because my drains in my kitchen were blocked. And I had to leave and take my kids to this like teen worship church thing. Hang on. Oh, stallion energy on my time clock. Loving that. That makes no sense to some people, but if you've watched my stallion energy video, then you know me and God have a secret number. And when he flashes it to me, when I see it, I know he's like, go girl. to trot. I don't know. Anyways, it's been such a wonderful but very long day. So I'm really surprised I'm up here. But I did realize that because I'm on a new schedule with my job that I would have nothing for you guys tomorrow. And I really, it's a personal preference, but I just like to be consistent. So, good morning for those of you who are watching this when it posts at 8 a.m. For me, it's the night before. So you are getting nighttime vibes. But that's okay because I have a message for you for whatever time you listen to this. In the day, something came to me and it has to do with my drain story. Probably my stallion energy story, probably all of it, because life has a way of just weaving a great tale out of your day, doesn't it? And your life. So basically, I've been doing this wonderful spa job. So I've also been doing lots of kind of cold plunging and saunaing as well, and kind of hosting and leading other people through that. But anyways, the proof is in the pudding, my angels. When you start doing it, it's very relaxing afterwards. It's very stressful for a second, but it's I'm so kind of like just vibing after I do it that I'm extra tired tonight. So anyways, it's such a blessing though. I love it. I was out there in like this blissful kind of park atmosphere after everybody left, just sitting in this gorgeous sauna and looking out and thinking, there is no possible way that, God, you don't know my address and my name and everything about me, because I can't think of a more perfect job for right now. And you know what? I am gonna just release that testimony over you. If you're feeling like, I don't know, I really don't know. Does God see me? Does my creator know where I'm at and know what's going on? Could somebody give me a compass? Like, I'm just telling you right now, he does. He does. He knows exactly where you are and he knows what you need. And I truly can say that today with I have so much faith right now to believe that God knows exactly what I need and everything about me, that I'm just going to say it over you because there's so much high vibrational energy in what I am telling you right now. So I am saying to you, and actually, if you, I'm going to say this, this is what's coming to mind. If you actually need to know that, just say, I receive that, or I believe it, or whatever you want to say to agree with it. But agree with this. I'm going to say it like as though God's saying it to you. I know where you're at. I know where you're at. I hear you. I hear your cries. I hear your little prayers that you whisper throughout your day when you just hope and truly pray that I can hear you. I hear you. I have angels appointed to you from birth. You don't see them. Most of you don't. Some of you do. Some of you feel them. But they are there as well. And they are ministering grace to you, strength to you. Sometimes they're just being with you because, and I hear this too, I know that you feel lonely. I know exactly how you feel. That's truly what I'm hearing right now. And I wasn't planning on saying that. But that's your beautiful creator is letting you know, reassuring you that he knows exactly everything. Oh, what is that beautiful scripture that says, not even a sparrow falls to the ground without God knowing about it. He cares about every creature, but especially you, my angel. Whoever you are, wherever you are, this message is just a spontaneous little token of love. And I hope that you can know that I know it doesn't happen all the time every day, but when something like today and this weekend happened to me where I was just, out there walking in the flippin' beautiful nature, lighting fires, just carrying buckets around, even the moments where I was like picking up these big jugs of water and having to fill up these things. It's just like, I was just thinking, I love work. Like I actually really like work, I like outdoor work. And I remember when I was going through probably the worst of my divorce this season. And I remember thinking, if I didn't have my 3 kids and we needed to be here, I would just find a way to get back to Idaho. I would find a way to get back to the Northwest, to just be near my dad and just be in nature, work on a farm. Does anybody have a farm? Anybody? Like, I remember thinking, I won't heal properly unless I'm outside. And, that's such an instinctual thing. But every single thing about this opportunity is it's just ticked all those boxes. Even the fact that I kind of get to be alone and my boss just trusts me to go up there and set, it's just all of the things, okay? And when God gives us something, it ticks all the boxes. That is a huge sign, because the scriptures say, when God gives a gift, it comes with no sorrow, okay? And what that means is that when it is time, when it is from Him, when the story is kind of complete and presented to you, when you manifest it, when it actually manifests, right? You will be sat there thinking, I couldn't have picked better for myself if I had orchestrated this. And that's a real sign. And that's just coming to mind too. This ticks all my boxes and I'm so grateful. Anyways, so then my next little bit was, oh gosh, I was like, I'm going to get up here and not have much to share, but I do have probably a little chatty, but anyways, then, so right before, when I got home, right, all 3 of my kids are home, and I was like up for 6 hours working, driving around, getting food to make them a nice Sunday roast and all this kind of stuff. Get home, everybody is still in bed. And then the funniest thing is I walk in and I'm in my snow boots. I'm like, all I want is a cup of tea. All I want is to just sit by my fire in my lounge and just cuddle up with my dog. And my daughter comes in and she's like, Mom, could you make me a cup of tea? And I'm like, why don't you make me a cup of tea, child? You know what I mean? It was so funny. No, it was cute though. Stallion energy, truly, no begrudging it. I made a nice roast for them. I actually did a fast for a couple of days just to clear my head. So I had to watch them eat that roast after my whole day. And I was like, But I was watching the Chris Hemsworth, I was fasting for spiritual reasons as well, but I was watching the Chris Hemsworth documentary. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to watch it. It's called Limitless. I think there's 2 of them, but anyways, there's one episode on fasting, and I was so impressed by the fact that he if I've fasted lots in my life, lots. I've done a 14-day fast, was my longest one. Not just water, that one I did some juice as well, but and typically I just leave coffee in, so I don't really care what other people do. That's what I do. Anyways, it still does its job. It truly does its job. My boss and I were closing up last night out under those twinkly, beautiful stars, and I hadn't had food for 24 hours, and I was like so clear-headed. It was really nice energy. Didn't want to eat. Anyways, and then today was the same. I was hard to watch them eat a little. Like I started hitting my low at about 6 p.m., but I was just going through to sundown. So anyways, I made my goal, but I did do that roast for them. And then anyways, then my drains all clogged in my kitchen. So I was like, I had to take my kids out tonight for this like worship event. So did that, came home and had a sink full of just disgusting water and dishes all over the flippin' counter, which drives me up the like bonkers. I don't like that. I can't have peace. So I got a bunch of like drain unblocker stuff, but I had two of them, didn't do anything. Put all my dishes. I had to put all my dishes in the bathtub. I'm sorry guys if I'm rambling. It is late, okay. Put all my dishes in the bathtub, soap, bleach, whatever. Got into the sink, put some bleach down there, got my toilet plunger. Figured out how it all worked out in the end. Anyways, it was like 11, it's like 12 right now maybe. I don't even know what time it is, but stallion energy again. So after all that, bleached out my kitchen, everything, and then made a hot chocolate. And here I am. And here's my story. Here's the reason why I was telling you about the drain for the love. Okay. I put some drain blocker in before I left for church for the kids. Church is a whole other story. I came back and I was so hoping it had worked, and it hadn't worked, right? And I'd put in 2 by this point. Anyways, I'm getting my timeline all off. I'd put in a couple. My son put in 1. The plunger, going at it. It's not working. And then the thought clicks in my head, well, you have to make sure the other side of your sink is like really plugged, right? So I do that. And you know, when you're plunging, let's just talk about plunging. I don't even know. I am saying plunging a lot this weekend. Okay. I don't care. I'm cracking on with this. This is a good story. I was giving it some force, and then my son's like, "Mom, you gotta give up." I'm like, he's watching me, and I'm like, I'm doing it as much as I can without splashing everywhere, you know. Okay, anyways, it's not working. So then, like I said, fast forward. I come home, I try to plunge again. It's not working. And then I just had this thought, which is why you're having to endure this horrendous story now at this point. And that's to say, it really was so clear. It was like, give it one more try. I was like, oh my God. So I did. And I walked out of the kitchen like, it hasn't worked, whatever. I'll sort it out tomorrow. I walked back in the kitchen and it was drained. The sink was drained. It worked. And that little voice that said, just give it one more go, was the voice of God, okay? It was the Spirit saying, I have your message for your video tonight. And this is your message for your life. So are you ready? Because you're getting a 2-for-1 tonight. You're getting 2 messages from your Creator. Whatever it is that you are thinking, I'm about to give up. Like, truly, because I have some things in my life as well. It's life. We all carry so many things. And it's like, I felt the Spirit say, just try one more time. Give it one more go. And I was like, okay, you know, it really, not every word is from God, clearly, but there are things that we do, very natural, very practical, daily things that God speaks to us through. And it's when it hits you right there in your core and you go, yeah, okay, it just got something deeper in me tonight. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. Don't give up. I don't know what it is, but if it's something that you really want to persevere with or whatever, I'm just wanting to tell you guys, don't give up. Give it one more go. And I truly believe there's something different about it when we do it on the voice of God. Do you know what I'm saying? It's different like when we're just going to do something and we can be hitting our head against a wall. It's different. It's really bringing up that story of what is it from The Chosen, when the disciple, I was watching that scene not long ago, that the disciples or Peter, whoever, they're like throwing their nets over one side of the boat, and Jesus like walks down the shore, off the banks of the Galilee River, and he says, throw your net over on the other side, and it's like they catch a bunch of fish. It's giving that vibe. It's like, it's not just about doing it again. It's about the fact that God just said, this time it's going to work. This time, try one more time. That was what I was feeling for that. So I really, really want to pray that blessing over you for whoever needs to hear this. And, oh my gosh, this is coming too, when Peter says, yeah, I'm making this really clear connection. When Peter's asked to walk on water, remember that? Oh, that's sweet. And he says to Jesus, he says, tell me to come to you, right? Doesn't he say something like that? You guys know I'm not a New Testament girl. I'm an Old Testament girl. But I think he says to Jesus, like, tell me to come to you. And it's funny because it's that same vibe. It's like, if you say it, you created the world with your voice. The sound of your voice. In theology, we call it the divine command. But just breaking it right down, God is a living person. Like, he's not a person like we are, but he's like a living being. We can think of him we can certainly think of Jesus as a person. And there's something about when somebody goes, now, this is the time, or do this, is something about that divine command on his word. The natural elements bow, right? It transcends physical, natural laws when God speaks. That's what we call miracles. And I was just connecting the fact that there's something really sweet about the fact that Peter said, just tell me to come to you and I'll walk and I'll do it. But if he didn't hear him speak to him, then he wasn't going to do it. So it might be a little second part of that message. If you need confirmation, just say, tell me to do it again and I'll do it. Anyways, I don't even know what that means. I really don't know what that means for some of you guys. Let me know what that means for you, if it's hitting you. And I want to get a scripture verse for us, because I just felt like it was going to be I love that. All things are possible for one who believes on the bottom. Oh yeah, and then the other thing I was just going to say real quick, I'm not going to do any editing to this video, truly. I'm going to literally whack this up tonight so you guys have something encouraging for the morning, and then I'm going to bed. Okay, you know what? I'm too tired just to even shuffle. My hands are tired. They're actually aching. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to cut the deck. I'm going to just see what comes in the middle. Why not? Holy Spirit, that's what I'm going to do. Whatever you want to say to us, I'm just going to... Let's see. I love it. Whatever you ask in my name, that I will do. John 14:13. Whatever you ask in my name, that I will do. So, what are you asking for? What do you want God to do in your life? can have that. You can have it if you want it. Okay, my loves, I am going to bed. Truly going to bed. I will see you tomorrow for the next one. I'll be a little chirpier because it'll be daytime. But love you guys so much. And yeah, come join tomorrow for, what is it? What did I say? Rebloom. We're gonna do the activated human. Ooh, very excited. And if you like these videos, remember to like and subscribe and share and all that stuff that you do. We're building tribe, soul tribe. So yeah, I love you guys. Mwah. See you this week. Okay, love you guys. Let's have an amazing week. Good, solid ding. I gotta go to bed.